I guess y'all can tell I haven't made videos in a long time, and so now I have all these things to talk about, now that I finally have the camera set up. When I have a house and I can have my video camera set up, it's not so hard. I can leave everything set up. But when I'm traveling, I got to go find the tripod. I got to find the camcorder, and I got to find a place to set it up where the lighting's decent and all of that. So it's a lot more work. I wanted to tell y'all something that happened this morning. This is Saturday, February 24th, 2024. This morning, I got up and I decided, I thought, you know, I just want to go into God's presence. I just need to be with him for a little while because I was just really grieving. And so I turned on worship on the TV. I turned on this worship music and I just, you know, sing to God and talk to him and, of course, weep, because I always do that when I'm in worship, and just talking to him. And I was sitting there for a minute in between all that, and I was thinking about everything that's going on, you know, and you know, you think about your cares and concerns, and I was thinking about all that. And then this song came on that I used to sing a long time ago to him all the time. It came on, and I started to just really kind of sing to him quietly and just concentrate on him. And all of a sudden, I realized that I was in that place where all the cares went away. When you go into that place of worship, everything else just goes away. And when you really, really need a break from life, when everything is bearing down too heavy on you, which is what I was going through this morning, when it's just more than you can bear and you don't know what to do about anything anyway, if you just go into his presence, he'll make all that melt away, and you can just sit there and just enjoy him. And for hours, I just kept the worship music on and just spent time with him and just enjoyed, you know, being alone with him. And I wanted to share that with y'all because I think worship is the least used of all the tools that he has given us. We worship him because we worship him. He's God. But it's also a gift to you that you can worship because, you know, the priests of old were the only ones who could go into the Holy of Holies where his presence was. But we can go anytime. We can go anytime we want. The people around them would have given anything to be able to approach the throne like we can now. And yet, how many of us actually do that every day as we should? How many of us actually do it? And how many, you know, the Lord told me one day, he said, I was talking about, I said, Lord, I'll set this time aside for us to, you know, spend time together. And he's said that so few of his children spent any time with him at all. And that made me so sad for him. How would you feel if your children didn't spend any time with you? If they didn't want to spend any time, if they didn't want to be around you, they didn't want to have anything to do with you. He can't be your God if you never spend time with him. And if you never spend any time worshiping him. And I personally don't care for corporate worship because I don't get anything out of it. I can't be alone with him and express myself the way I'm comfortable expressing myself in a group setting. I do all my worship at home. I cannot do it anyplace else. I just can't. I tend to be non-demonstrative in public. I'm just not comfortable being demonstrative in public. But at home, I can do whatever I want. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. You know, he said, come to me, all ye who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. That place of rest, that's where it's at. If you just go to just him and, Lord, you know, here's what's going on. You know what's going on. I just need to feel your presence, and I know you'll make it all okay at some point, but this is where I'm at. And just give him all your cares, and then you just sit there and enjoy him. It is wonderful. And every time I go there, I don't even want to come back out. I just want to stay there. It's so nice. You know, the word says that God inhabits the praises of his people. He inhabits. When you praise, he comes down. But when you worship, you go up to a better place. So I hope this is helpful to y'all. Have a great weekend.